Hey guys, in this video I'll show you some parkour tricks like the one you're watching right now. I will talk about crowd jumping, what it is, how high you can jump, what's the most common way of binding it. So if you're interested in improving your movement in general, I highly recommend you guys to just keep watching this video. As many of you probably knows, the most beneficial thing from crowd jumping is jumping through the windows or jumping above the high parts of the wall like this one, which is huge when it comes to competitive gaming. You can surprise your enemy by jumping through the window into the building or just jumping through the window and just escape from the building. So it is really beneficial, although there are some windows which you cannot jump through, they're just blocked. To be honest, there's just few which I found on the map which are blocked. But when it comes to crowd jumping, you can execute it in two different ways. You can crowd jump while running, or you can just stop next to the thing, then crowd jump and move. And when it comes to the height, the highest crowd jump I can do is when the thing is on like the level of my chin. So that's the easy way to measure the height which you can reach. At least I can reach. So there's a lot of places you can get to with crowd jumping, like in here when you are getting on the very top of the bridge. You need to crowd jump to get further, otherwise you would just fall down in here. So it is a great spot to camp as well. You can kill people which are trying to pass through, or you can just fight people which are trying to bridge camp and they're not gonna even notice you sitting there. So that's quite a fun place to be at. If you are interested in actually crowd jumping itself, how to execute it is super simple. You just need to crouch and jump in the same time and hold forward or press forward after that, or just hold sprint and crouch and jump in the same time. And you can get through really tiny windows, like even this one in this building. So it is really effective and it is really helpful. It's changing the game absolutely if you're able to do this consistently. And when it comes to being consistent with crowd jumping, well, there are a few ways that people bind it, that people actually do this to be more consistent. Of course, you can create a macro on your keyboard if you got keyboard with built-in sort of software which, you know, just gives you opportunity to do that. So you can just bind under one button, crouch and jump, and you're sorted. Although there are manual ways as well to do this, which like you can bind two buttons next to each other. Let's say like space and C, which is by default. You can press it with one finger, and if you practice for a while, you don't really have to practice a lot. You can master it, so you're gonna be like really consistent with it. The other way I've seen as well, that people bind it on the mouse buttons, on those side mouse buttons, which you got like 4 and 5. So you can press them almost in the same time, resulting in really consistent crowd jumps. So that is not really hard if you will spend like, I don't know, half an hour on practicing that, but it's giving you great advantages. You can escape from buildings like this one through the window, or you can even escape, more surprisingly, through that little window in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one.